Hi friends, it's Liz back again with another GLP1 diary update. I'm a little overdue. I've just been a bit busy the past 3 weekends with events almost every day, or if not events every day, then just managing a lot of hobbies. I've been getting back into reading, which is pretty fun. I went to a big warehouse book sale a couple weeks ago and I bought 7 books and I've already read 4 of them. So yeah, I've just been a little preoccupied with some other stuff going on. But I think I might just try to do like monthly videos for a little while, because doing weekly videos, especially when my progress is like very slow and steady right now, um, it makes me focus too much on the numbers, and I think that that's not as healthy for my like body image and wanting to, just take this journey as it is. I don't want to stress so much about like not having a lot of progress. So yeah, I think I might be reducing the number of videos that I film for a little while. But so far, since my April in body, now I've done my May in body last Wednesday at my Curves Club, I have lost 6.4 pounds in about 5 weeks. I think that was approximately how much time had elapsed between those two check-ins, which is a little more than a pound a week, basically, which is really, really good, healthy weight loss. So I am very satisfied with that level of progress. So I'm really happy to report that I'm down to about 183, 184. Of course, weight fluctuates from day to day. I just took my 6th shot of the 5 milligrams of tirzepatide Manjaro, because that's what's available here in South Korea. And yeah, my side effects 6 weeks in to the 5 milligrams have been really minimal, almost negligible. A little bit of constipation, but I got some medicine from the pharmacy to help with that. They said to take 2. 2 was quite strong, and I had a couple of days where I was like, wow, no, I am getting cleaned out, but I feel like in a bad way. So if I'm feeling that constipation, where I'm just not having a bowel movement all day long, then at night I'll take 1 tablet that the pharmacist gave me and not 2. And that seems to let me have a little bit more of a firm bowel movement than a soupy poopy, as my sister-in-law likes to say. So progress, slow and steady. Side effects, hardly any. And oh, huge non-scale victory. I took a chance last week and tried on my size 10 short Style & Co jeans, and they fit with room to spare. Like I mind blown. They were a little oversized when I was down around like 175 3 years ago. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need a new pair of jeans like in 10 to 15 pounds from now, because all of my jeans are much too big for what I'm working with at the moment, or will be much too big, even the size 10s. Of course, that's an American size, and jeans sizing is never consistent, like from one brand to another. But yeah, those Style & Co jeans I've had for a long time now, and yeah, I fit back into them. They're the jeans that fit me best. And again, they're slightly loose, even though I'm not below that 180 yet. So yeah, that's all very positive at the moment. Feeling good in my body, and definitely putting in the work at the gym. At Curves, you go around the circuit 2 times typically, and there's 12 machines and little like pads in between where you can walk. One of the trainers has us doing these high knees in between machines, which when I'm doing like the squat rack and then the quad press back to back, I can't do the high knees in between because my thighs are screaming at me. So I just do a little like jog in place kind of thing for a couple. But I actually do more than the 2 circuits. I don't do a full 3 circuits, but like there's one machine where you're holding onto this thing and you're going like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and it's a really good ab workout. So at least on one of those circuits, I like to stay on that for a full minute instead of moving after 30 seconds. And I always make sure to do like I can't remember, I don't know what it's called, but like you put your feet between these 2 things and you like lift up your shins, and it's meant to be working your thighs. Like, yeah, I don't know, whatever that is. I always do that 3 times. So like I try to start on that machine. And so when I come around the second time, I actually go and stay on that for one more 30-second set, or slightly more than 30-second set. And then I also do a like chest press 1 extra time. So I'm definitely making sure to get my money's worth out of my Curves membership, because it is not cheap here. But you know, there have been studies that show that if you're paying $10-15 a month for a gym, then you're far less likely to actually go. So spending more actually is psychologically going to encourage you to go to the gym more often. So I'm really loving Curves. And when I did my InBody, the trainer was like shocked that I was down to like almost 3 full kilograms. It's 2.9 kilograms down from my previous. And she was like, oh my God, in Korean, you've lost so much weight. Oh my God, you're amazing. So like they're really, you know, pumping me up and encouraging me, which is really nice. And yeah, that's fun. Let's see. What else? Oh, one of the other ladies at the Curves Club turned me on to this program that's available in Korea called Tintin Money. So it's an app, and if you subscribe to a gym, I don't know if all gyms participate in it, but like there's lots of places that participate in it. But you go ahead and scan the QR code when you go into the gym, and that like signs you in. And then when you go to leave, you scan it again, and it logs your exercise time essentially, and you earn these points that can be used in a number of places. But I think the main place that I want to spend my points is at the pharmacy when I buy my Manjaro, because it can give me a few thousand won off. I don't know if I need to accumulate a certain amount before I can redeem them, but I think I'll be getting my next prescription filled in 1 week on June 8th. So I'll go in, I'm going to go to the other pharmacy that's slightly cheaper than the one I've been going to. And I'll just like show them my Tintin money and say, hey, like, how does this work? Do I have enough to redeem? I could probably do some research on my own as well. But yeah, it should help me a little bit with reducing the cost of the money. I should have signed up for the Tintin money as soon as I got into the Curves, because if I had, then I'd have accumulated a lot more points. I've just checked my Curves app today, and I've gone, since I enrolled back in February, like 60 times, which is quite an impressive record. And it just fits into my schedule really, really well. So that's all going really great. And if you are in Korea and you have a gym membership and you see a little QR code like near the check-in thing that has like a little tiger on it, that might be the Tintin Money app, and you should definitely enroll in it. My husband also decided to increase to the 5 milligrams this month. So he's a couple weeks into that. And he just only lost about 1 kilogram in the month of April. So decided just move it up since the scale wasn't shifting as much. He's also still not really working out very much, but he does get out for long walks or bike rides anyway. Let's see. Any other updates? Oh, I don't know. I seem to have lost a subscriber when I mentioned doing Botox, but I did it at the end of March, and actually really like it. I only did the forehead and eyes, but it doesn't even like reduce like my ability to smile and express emotion very much. It does definitely reduce the forehead wrinkles, which is what I was after, and that's what I was looking for. They said that they don't know what a lip flip is, so um, at the clinic that I went to, but it wasn't terribly expensive. It was maybe $70. We did like 12 shots on the forehead and then 4 on each of the like perimeters of my eye. They gave me these little ice roller things before they did the shot, and I was like, did the consultation for like 15 minutes, and then the treatment itself was like 5 minutes. I didn't have any swelling or like little like bumps or bubbles or anything. They just said, avoid, like, you can't wash your face for 3 hours, no water or anything, which I had like been to the gym and then home really quickly, and then I went to the appointment, so I hadn't showered yet, and I was like, okay. But I did shower at home, and then I just avoided rinsing my face like above my nose. Like, I left that alone, and then a couple hours later I was able to like use a face wipe to kind of get some of the sweat off or whatever. I mean, they sanitized my skin at least, but you got to take care of business, hydration and stuff like that. I take my skincare quite seriously. I have for a long time, and yeah, I think I probably will do the Botox again. Again, I don't think it was actually branded Botox. The one we chose to go with is like the more long lasting version that'll last about 4 months. So I won't be due to redo that until, oh no, I did it at the end of April, not the end of March. Anyway, yeah, I did it at the very end of April, like April 28th, something like that. So it's been a month, and yeah, it was no big deal really. And I know that there's a lot of like talk these days about Botox like taking away women's ability to feel anger. Maybe it's just because it's my first time doing it, but that's definitely not true, because I have been PO'd at some things that have gone down in my current workplace, and I'm so glad that I am going to be leaving my current workplace in 3 more months. It's going to be a relief to get someplace that's a little more reasonable and professional, hopefully. So, yeah. I don't know. I think since I like it, I might as well do it again later on. Oh, I think I may be shedding more hair these days than before. I don't think that I'm necessarily vitamin deficient, but yeah, it seems like every time I brush my hair, wash my hair, a lot is coming out, but it doesn't feel much thinner than it was. My hair is already quite fine. And I've always been like shedding a lot, and it's not like big chunks are coming out. It just seems like there's more shedding than before. Maybe it could all be in my head. I have recently found out that there are hair growth injections that you can get here in Korea. One of my girlfriends has just done it again, but I guess it's quite expensive, and you got to do like once a month for 4 months to get like the full effects or whatever. I don't know. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to invest in that, because I know, like, 6 months later, the amount of shedding I have may reduce. So I might just let it go for now. But, 5 years from now, when I'm like in my early to mid 40s, then maybe I will want to do that. I mean, when my mom was 45, she was diagnosed with Graves' disease, like hyperthyroidism. And so she started suffering a lot of hair loss, and like she's not got much hair left at the moment, which, I mean, I know she feels some type of way about it sometimes, but I want to keep my hair if I can, but hopefully I don't get the same thyroid disease. But I've been told by my doctor that if you're going to get it, you're going to get it, and there's not really any way to prevent it. So I'm just working on what I can control, which is what I eat, how often I'm working out, how often I go out for walks, keeping up with healthier mental health practices, and making time for reading and little adventures on the weekends and all kinds of stuff. And choosing a workplace that's less stressful. Hopefully it'll be a less stressful workplace where I'm headed in a couple of months now. Yeah. So, oh, and I've also been doing some research into fat dissolving injections because my arms are so big and chubby. I mean, I don't like you can't see any muscle definition in there, but like my biceps are definitely getting stronger from working out at the curves because there's the bicep curls machine that I do. And I've been trying to put more effort into that because it's like one of those that's like, if you're taking it easy, it's very easy, but if you put more into it, then you get more from it. But like the backs of my arms are so flabby, but I just don't know with how big my arms are, if fat dissolving injections would be beneficial or if it would just leave me with like so much more loose skin. But there's a lot of options for that kind of thing, but I don't think I'm at a point where I want to tackle it yet. We'll have to see when I get down to my maintenance weight, whatever that is. Again, I technically have a goal, but it's not a firm goal, and it really just depends on how I'm feeling in general. But yeah, it's all going in the right direction, slow and steady. I mean, it's not really that slow. It's very normal, I would say, the rate of loss. So I think I will stay on the 5 milligrams for a third month when I go for my check-in. Oh my goodness, I have to get going to work. Damn it. All right, I'll chat with you next time. Bye.